From Careco TV, one of the longest-running outdoor programs on television today. Exploring the country and the coast in search of adventure. From the mountains of the Great Northwest to the shores of the Atlantic Ocean, this is Americana Outdoors, presented by Garmin. This week on Americana Outdoors, we've got a great show in store for you. We've teamed up with Cabela's and the NRA to bring a diverse group of women down to turkey camp. Well, they'll learn the ins and outs of turkey hunting. They'll start off on the range before heading onto the field, where they'll try their hand at harvesting a few real grand gobblers. But first, we'll join Amanda Reynolds, part of the Careco TV family, in the field down in South Texas, where she's on the hunt for her first big Texas whitetail.
My husband, Jeff Reynolds, he films and guides for Careco TV. Him and Wade Middleton invited me down for the youth hunt this week. Little did I know I was going to be surprised at Christmas with my Texas hunting license. So I get to come out and try to kill me a big old buck with my Thompson Center today.
We'd already planned on, trying to get her down just so we could kind of spend some time together while I was working down here. And she loves to come down here. She did it once before, come down here, set a box blind and just watch deer, and she really enjoyed that. So I've told her about that, and she was all excited about coming. And then Wade told me, he said, let's get her down here and let her hunt.
Oh my gosh, I love deer hunting. I actually didn't start hunting until I was about 20 years old. And I've always loved outdoors, loved to fish, love sports and everything, but never did hunt till then, and it's just relaxing. I love to be outside in God's creations and just, watch the animals, and being a sports fan and always been an athlete, I'm an adrenaline junkie too. And so when that big deer comes out and that heart starts pounding and your blood's racing, it's so much fun. The first day, we got here in the afternoon, so we went out hunting that evening, and we saw a few deer, saw one buck. He just wasn't quite big enough, really, what we were looking for yet, and it was early in the week, so we just enjoyed watching him, walking around, saw a few does. Day two, it rained. It rained all day, it rained all night. It changed up our hunting a little bit. We moved into a box blind, and I guess the deer down here, they're not big fans of the rain. They hold up a little bit, and so we didn't see anything on the second day.
After waiting out the weather, Amanda headed back out to the same blind late on day 3. And it was as if someone had flipped a switch. The fields that were empty early in the week were now full of activity.
Yesterday evening, we went back out again. We saw so much action. It was just a lot of fun to watch the bucks fight, and they were probably out there for 2 hours, just milling around, chasing each other in and out of the woods. It was a lot of fun to watch. The waiting game, that's kind of the hardest part for me. Normally where I hunt in Oklahoma, we're up in the mountains, and my husband and I hunt in a really thick area. So you don't have that long to sit and look at deer. You've got to decide real quick, can you shoot, can you not shoot? So sitting there just waiting was really hard on me.
Well, we've got a lot more hunting ahead. We'll stick with Amanda. Her opportunity for a good buck is coming up. Then, we'll join some of our friends as they head out in search of wild turkey. If hunting whitetail is your passion, then check out Cabela's Deer Nation. Learn strategies from the pros. And if you're on the market for new gear, they've got that too. How about a new Garmin handheld GPS? Check it out at Cabela's.com. Welcome back. We're in the field hunting whitetail with Amanda Reynolds. Amanda, an avid outdoors woman, is the much better half of one of our Careco TV field staff, and she's been invited down for a chance to harvest a buck.
I'm a basketball and cross-country coach. I used to coach softball had to retire from that due to some injuries, but I love cross country, love basketball, and I also teach Algebra 1 to freshmen.
Moving into the 4th day of her hunt, Amanda's been hampered by the weather and deer movement has been low. She's moved around the ranch and seen a few bucks. Hunting's been hard and she's running out of time.
She got to see a little bit of everything, you know. She got to sit in a box blind, she got to sit in tripods, just regular tree stands. We did a little bit of everything, just, you know, jumping here and there, trying to do the best we could, just, you know, hunting all we could. You know, had to sit in a box during the rain, but we stayed at it, kept trying, and seen several deer, you know, seen a couple decent bucks, and one that was a shooter deer. He was an 8-point, probably three years old, but he was one that we could have shot, and I give her the option, and she passed on it, which I'm proud she did. And you know, nice deer, but she was looking for something a little bit bigger.
This morning, we go to a different part of the ranch. It was just about, we could just barely see, maybe 30 yards or so away from us, and we could hear turkey gobbling in the background. I'm getting all excited. I'm thinking, okay, this is it. We're gonna see him. Wasn't long, here comes a nice looking buck. All we could see was like half of him from where he was at behind this tree. And he threw his chest out, threw that head up.
And I looked over and I seen that buck, and I knew he was the one that we were after. I mean, he was a mature deer, probably a 5-year-old buck. He was an 8-point, really wide, tall. I mean, he had everything.
Jeff said, can you see him? I'm like, yes, but I know I'm gonna scare him off because my heart's just beating out of my chest. And he finally just eases off in the brush, and I thought, man, what if he don't come back? This is it.
I'm like, you have got to be kidding me. You know what I mean? He's gone. He ain't nowhere to be found. It seemed like eternity, and all of a sudden she's like, Jeff, is that him down there?
He said, that's him, get your gun ready. But now he was about 80 yards away, broadsided. I get my sights right on him. And I'm like, Jeff, he's there, I've got him. And Jeff is going, no, wait, I'm not ready. I'm trying to get the camera ready. And I'm telling him, well, you better hurry up because he's broadside and I'm ready to shoot. Tell you what, I was so excited. I thought I was going to jump out of that blind and run out there to him. My heart was pounding, my legs were weak. I felt like I just got through running a 5K. I was sweating. It was awesome. Now that's what I'm talking about. South Texas whitetail buck. Merry Christmas to me.
Coming up, we'll head back in the field with a great group of ladies when they go on the hunt for a few real grand gobblers. Americana Outdoors has a brand new website chock full of tips and tricks for both the hunter and fisherman, as well as gear reviews for some of the best new products on the market. Check it out at AmericanaOutdoors.com.